the significations and etymologies of the words of magic and necromancy, the difference between necromancy and witchcraft. What are their entreaties, sources, and specialities?
I would gladly first hear what thing it is that you call magic or necromancy.
This word magic in the Persian tongue imports as much as to be any contemplator or interpreter of divinity and heavenly sciences, that which being first used amongst the Chaldeans, through their ignorance of the true divinity, was esteemed and reputed amongst them as a principal virtue. Therefore it was named unjustly with an honourable style, which name the Greeks imitated, generally importing all kinds of unlawful arts. Also this word necromancy is a Greek word, compounded of nekron and manteia, which is to say the prophecy by the dead. This last name is given to this black and unlawful science by the figure synecdoche, because it is a principal part of that art, to serve themselves with a dead body in their divinations.
What difference is there between this art and witchcraft?
Surely the difference is so vulgar. It is to betwixt them. As very merry, and in a manner true, for they say, the witches are servants and slaves to the devil, while the necromancers are his masters and commanders.
How can that be true? Any men being specially addicted to this service can be his commanders too.
Yea, they may be, but it is only secondary, secundum quid. For it is not by any power that they can have over him, but only as he grants it, ex pacto, solitarily, whereby he obliges himself in some trifles to them, that he may on the other part obtain the fruition of their body and soul, which is the only thing he hunts for.
A very inequitable contract, forsooth. But I pray your discourse continue unto me. What is the secret of that art?
That is too large a field you give me, yet I shall do good will, for the most summaries that I can, to run through the principal points thereof. As there are two sorts of folks that may be enticed to this art, whether learned or unlearned, and so is there two means which are the first stirrers up and feeders of their curiosity. That which thereby will make them give themselves over to the same is that of which the two means are, and what I call both the devil's school and his rudiments. The learned have their curiosities weakened up and fed by the devil's school, which is the astrology, judiciary, for divining men having attained to a great perfection in learning, and yet remaining still bare, alas, of the spirit of regeneration and fruits thereof, find all natural things common, as well to the stupid pedants as unto them, which they assay to vindicate unto them a greater name, by not only knowing the course of things heavenly, but likewise to aspire to the knowledge of things to come. That at the first part appearing lawful unto them is in respect the foundation thereof, and would seem to proceed of natural causes alone. Though it is that they are so allured thereby in finding their practice to prove true in sundry things, they study to know the cause thereof. Thus, in so mounting from degree to degree, upon the slippery and uncertain scale of curiosity, they are at last enticed so that where lawful arts and sciences fail to satisfy their restless minds, justly then, they seek the black and unlawful science of magic. Where wilt thus, finding at the first, that such diviners' forms of circles and conjurations are rightly joined thereunto, they will raise such forms of spirits, to resolve them of their doubts, and by attributing the doing thereof to the power inseparably tied or inherent in the circles, and many words of God confusedly wrapped in, they blindly glorify themselves as if they were by their quickness of imagination making a conquest of Pluto's dominion, and were become emperors over the Stygian habitats. There doth in the meantime, miserable wretches, they are become in very deed, bondslaves to their mortal enemy. To the knowledge, for all that they presume thereof, is then nothing increased, except in pure evil, and the horrors of hell for punishment thereof knowing, just as Adam's was in eating of the forbidden tree.
Oh.